Welcome back, and we are joining Kim Bearden to talk a little bit about the Ron Clark Academy. You guys started the school, I remember it seems like yesterday, Kim, when you guys were breaking ground on this facility. How long has it been now?
Well, we opened our doors in the fall of 2007. It took us about 3 years to do that. Now, by the way, this is my 33rd year teaching that I'm starting.
I saw that anniversary on social media.
I'm so excited about
That's
that.
fabulous, and you're only 35.
And I was a child prodigy. But the Ron Clark Academy, we opened our doors in 2007, and so we're so excited. And this year is great for us. It's the first year we've added a fourth grade class, so we have students in grades 4 through 8.
It's so cute seeing the little ones, you guys with the
Precious.
little babies. They are so precious.
Yes.
And what was the whole idea behind this school? Because there's a million schools all over Atlanta, but you guys wanted to do something totally different, and you had a different experience.
Well, Ron Clark and I, we both met when we were Disney Teachers of the Year in the year 2000, and we were both kind of known for having all this passion, all this excitement, all this enthusiasm for teaching and creating that environment in our classroom, but also to be academically challenging, very, very rigorous. And so we wanted to show other teachers what we do. And we said, what if we create a school where we get the best teachers we can find anywhere? We put them in one building.
Wow.
And what if instead of closing our doors like we do in education, what if we open our doors? You know, education, it's interesting. You might be a teacher who teaches next to the best teacher in the country, but you never actually see her teach.
That's right.
Because you go in your silo, you close your door. And so nowhere in the world is it done like we do it, where educators from all over the world come to our school almost every Friday during the school year.
Yeah.
They sit in our classes. They go from class to class and they watch us teach. Now, our kids are used to it, doesn't faze them. These are all educators, but they watch how we teach, and it's a mixture of this creativity, this passion, this joy, this enthusiasm, the movement, the music, the energy, but we combine that with discipline, manners, respect, teaching those soft skills. How do you give a firm handshake? How do you look someone in the eye? How do you speak with confidence? How do you respect one another? How do you have an awareness of the world and other people who are different than you? And so we teach all of those things. The educators watch how we do it, and then we give them professional development on it, and then they take our methods and ideas back. So we just surpassed over 60,000 educators from around the world who've come to our school, and it's implemented all throughout the country now in different classrooms.
I love that. And these students travel to places most folks have never been. Talk about where you guys take the kids.
Yeah, that's a beautiful opportunity. You know, Delta Airlines has been very good to us over the years, but we actually take our students on trips because exposure is key.
It is.
For every child. You know, if a child never really sees beyond his or her neighborhood, then they don't really understand there's a whole world available to them, but also how there are people who think differently and believe differently, and that's important too. And so we travel. We have been to 6 of the 7 continents with kids over the years, which is great. This year we will be taking our 8th grade to Japan. They will be staying in homes in Japan, so we'll be doing home visits there as well, which we're going to be in Wakayama, Japan, and Tokyo. We're also going again to South Africa, which is a place we go every year with our 8th grade. Our 7th grade will be going to London and Paris. Wow. Younger kids, more like Washington, D.C., you know, some more, closer trips to home. They don't really go on the international trips usually until they hit 7th grade.
I love it. Well, we know people are going to have still more questions about the Ron Clark Academy, what you do, want to know how they can get their children in. The waiting lists are amazing because they have thousands of kids apply when those
Well, it's
open up.
really important to say, though, that we have kids of all different types at our school. Like, we are a school where many of our students who come here are actually students who had never had academic success before. It's not just that we're, only gifted children. We really look for those kids who we feel like our methods would be transformative and transform their lives as far as how they are performing in school.
We appreciate that. Kim, thank you so much for spending the morning with us. And we have more. We'll have more on our website about the Ron Clark Academy and Kim, so just check that out. But next, we want to know, if you got a picky eater for a child? Yep, I'm sure you do. Well, we're going to be right back with some tips on how you can get them to eat what they need to eat. We'll be right back.